If you ever find a locked room in an old house, never open it at midnight. I wish someone had told me that before I visited my grandfather's house. My name is Ayan. Last summer, after my grandfather passed away, my family went to his old village house to clean it and prepare it for sale. The house was huge, dusty, and strangely quiet. Everyone was busy downstairs, but I loved exploring old places. As I walked through the second floor, I noticed something strange. At the end of the hallway was a small wooden door. I had visited this house many times as a child, but I had never seen that door before. It had a rusty lock and strange symbols carved into it. I asked my grandmother about it. The color disappeared from her face. She grabbed my hand and said, "Never open that room." "Why?" I asked. She stayed silent. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about the door. At exactly 12 a.m., I woke up because I heard something. Knock, knock, knock. It was coming from upstairs. Everyone else was asleep. I slowly climbed the stairs. The sound was coming from the locked room. Then I heard a voice. A child's voice. "Please, let me out." I froze. I thought maybe a child was trapped inside. Again the voice came. "I've been waiting for you." I looked around. No one was there. The lock on the door suddenly fell to the floor by itself. I should have run away, but I didn't. I slowly pushed the door open. Inside was a tiny room with no windows. There was only an old chair and a mirror. That's it. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind me. I tried opening it. It wouldn't move. Then I heard the child's voice again. This time, it came from the mirror. I looked up, and my blood turned cold. The mirror wasn't showing my reflection. Instead, it showed a little boy standing behind me. I turned around. Nobody was there. I looked back at the mirror. The boy was smiling. Then he raised his hand and pointed at the chair. Written on the chair were the words, "Sit down." I wanted to scream. Then the boy in the mirror whispered, "I get to leave if you take my place." The lights went out. The room became freezing cold. Suddenly, dozens of tiny handprints appeared on the walls. Children's handprints. I realized something horrible. I wasn't the first person to enter this room. The mirror started cracking. The boy's smile became wider and wider. Then he stepped forward and came out of the mirror. He was standing right in front of me. His eyes were completely black. He whispered, "Thank you for opening the door." I don't remember what happened next. I woke up the next morning in my bed. I thought it had all been a nightmare. Then my grandmother entered my room. She looked terrified. She asked, "Why is there mud on your shoes?" I looked down. My shoes were covered in dirt. Then she asked, "And who is the little boy standing outside?" I ran to the window. There was a child standing near the old tree. The same boy from the mirror. He smiled and waved at me. Then he disappeared. I begged my family to leave that house immediately. Before we left, my grandmother finally told me the truth. Many years ago, a young boy disappeared in that room. After that, anyone who opened the door began seeing him. Some people went missing, some went insane, and every time, the door disappeared again. We sold the house and never returned. But the story didn't end there. 3 weeks later, I woke up at midnight. I heard a familiar sound. Knock, 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 coming from my bedroom wall. Then a child's voice whispered, "Can I come in this time?" Would you open the door if you heard a child asking for help? Like this video if it scared you. Comment. Keep it closed if you're never opening that room. Subscribe for more terrifying horror stories.